It's Thursday, October 25th. In a move dubbed by government critics as a midnight coup, the Modi government divested CBI Director Alok Verma of his charge and also sent on leave the man against whom Verma had initiated corruption proceedings, his number 2 Special Director Rakesh Asthana. In a pre-dawn order, the government appointed Joint Director M. Nageshwar Rao as interim CBI chief. More on Nageshwar Rao in a bit. First, a short recap for those unfamiliar with recent developments in India's premier investigating agency. Last week, the CBI filed an FIR against Special Director Rakesh Asthana, an officer believed to have been handpicked by Prime Minister Modi. What has Rakesh Asthana been accused of? The CBI says its Special Director Asthana and his junior were running an extortion racket in the garb of investigation. As per the FIR, Asthana demanded and accepted a bribe from a businessman associate of meat exporter Moin Qureshi for dropping proceedings against him. Qureshi, who was arrested by the ED last year, is accused, among other things, of helping government servants launder money. Last year, Asthana's appointment as Special Director was challenged in the Supreme Court on the grounds of lack of integrity. The petitioner had then cited a corruption investigation into Gujarat-based Sterling Biotech, a company that maintained diaries of bribes in which Asthana's name reportedly appears. What is Asthana's response? Asthana has in turn reportedly alleged that Director Alok Verma had sought to impede his functioning, interfere in investigations, and malign his reputation on the basis of unverified facts. With Alok Verma now sent on leave, what happens to the probe against Asthana? It is a pertinent question, given that Deputy SP Ajay Bassi, Alok Verma's aide and the investigating officer of the Asthana bribery case, has also been transferred to Port Blair in what the government called public interest. Joint Director Arun Kumar Sharma, overlooking the probe too, has been transferred. In fact, the entire team formed by Alok Verma to probe the bribery charge has been removed. Alok Verma has challenged the government's order divesting him of his charge in the Supreme Court. So, is there any illegality here? The 1997 Supreme Court judgment in Vineet Narayan laid down fixed tenure. It said that the director of the CBI shall have a minimum tenure of 2 years. It also clearly stated that the transfer of an incumbent director CBI in an extraordinary situation should have the approval of the selection committee. Now, the selection of the CBI director is governed by the Lokpal Act, under which the director is appointed by a committee including the Prime Minister, the Chief Justice of India, and the leader of the opposition. So, did the Modi government consult the selection committee before divesting Alok Verma of his charge as CBI chief last night? Evidently not. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said Alok Verma's removal was done on the basis of a recommendation by the Central Vigilance Commission. But as per the CVC Act, the CVC's supervisory powers over the CBI are only limited to probes under the Prevention of Corruption Act. The opposition has alleged that Alok Verma had requested for papers related to the Rafale deal, which is the chief reason behind his removal from the post. Meanwhile, the appointment of M. Nageshwar Rao as interim CBI chief has also been questioned by some like DMK chief M.K. Stalin. Stalin alleges that several complaints were sent to the CBI director against Nageshwar Rao, and there are reports that CBI director Alok Verma wanted to initiate investigations into allegations against him. You're likely to have heard of the defamation suits filed by Anil Ambani seeking hefty damages from media houses that reported on the Rafale aircraft deal, in which the Narendra Modi government is alleged to have negotiated an agreement that allowed Reliance Defence to profit at the expense of public sector Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. A 7,000 crore defamation suit was filed against The Citizen editor Seema Mustafa. Last week, Ambani's company filed a 10,000 crore defamation case against NDTV for its coverage of the same controversy. In 2017, Jay Shah, son of the BJP chief Amit Shah, sued the news website The Wire for 100 crore for raising questions about his business dealings. Ever wondered why all these suits are filed in Ahmedabad? First, let's understand the difference between criminal and civil defamation. Defamation cases are usually employed to muzzle the media. Now, while a criminal defamation complaint carries the threat of imprisonment for a journalist, a civil suit could cripple a media house financially. Even if these cases do not succeed in the end, the proceedings themselves often become an instrument of punishment. This is particularly so when the case is filed in a distant place. Now, one unintended structural deterrence against civil suits being misused in India is the court fee for the person filing the case. This fee is often a percentage of the total value of the suit. Anyone trying to intimidate the press by claiming a disproportionate sum in damages would have to be cautious because they would have to pay a huge sum as court fee for the case to be considered. This fee, however, is not consistent across India. Court fees vary across states, which is why parties instituting defamation suits for large amounts prefer some states over others. Gujarat, specifically Ahmedabad, is a favored destination. The Gujarat Court Fees Act of 2004 sets the maximum court fee for any value of suit at 75,000 rupees. Additionally, lower courts are barred from admitting suits above a certain value in places where the High Court has original civil jurisdiction, which means states where the High Courts have the authority to hear a civil suit directly, not just on appeal. But only 5 High Courts, Bombay, Calcutta, Delhi, Madras, and Himachal Pradesh, have original civil jurisdiction. Because the Gujarat High Court does not exercise original civil jurisdiction, the case stays with the Ahmedabad City Civil Court. In Tamil Nadu, for instance, where the Madras High Court exercises original jurisdiction, a city civil court can admit suits of up to 25 lakh and charge 3% of the value as fee for any suit above 10 lakh. If it is above 25 lakh rupees, the suit goes directly before the High Court, where the fee is 1% of the value. So, if Reliance had filed its defamation suit against NDTV in Chennai, it would have been forced to pay a fee of 100 crore rupees. Moreover, the matter would have gone before the High Court directly. The civil defamation regime is inherently flawed in states such as Gujarat. The burden on the entity filing the defamation case is reduced by capping the court fee at a low value, whereas the burden on the defendant remains high as there is no cap on the amount of damages sought. This power imbalance is glaring when it is a big corporate house or a powerful politician suing a journalist. In a way, a feature of this system, supposed to help the poor access the legal system, has become a tool of abuse in the hands of the powerful. Can a conversation you have on Twitter on the origin of Rasgulla land you in jail? Evidently, it can. Defense analyst and journalist Abhijit Iyer-Mitra was arrested on Tuesday, his lawyer told The Hindu, for such a conversation he was part of on Twitter over a year ago. Mitra was picked up hours after he appeared before the Odisha Assembly House Committee for breach of privilege. This was with regard to another matter. Mitra had, in a video he posted on social media, pointed to the erotic sculptures at the Sun Temple complex and said, "Can this be a holy place? Not at all. This is a conspiracy against Hindus by Muslims who want to keep us down. Jai Shri Ram. In our new Ram temple, such obscene sculptures will not be there." Soon after, in another tweet, he had clarified that it was a joke. But there was outrage in the Odisha Assembly over his remarks, to which Iyer-Mitra had responded by calling the legislators idiots.